handouts, and I hope does everybody have a handout? If you don't have a handout, raise your hand, and David, can you hand some handouts to people? Thank you. Or, okay, Alan, thank you. Because the handouts have a quiz on it. And it's a simple quiz, and you won't get a prize if you score well. And but it is a quiz, and I hope you all can look in on this quiz. Because since we know Jonah so well, it's good to kind of think about who Jonah really was and about what this book is all about. So, any others? Okay. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Okay. My first question is, what was Jonah's profession? And don't say it out loud, just write it down on your notes. What was his profession? You might be thinking, I don't remember his profession. So give it a guess. What was Jonah's profession? I feel like I'm caught up in Jonah's fishnet. Okay. And what large animal is featured in, is Jonah mentioned elsewhere in the Old Testament? Yes or no? Circle yes or circle no. The next question. What large animal is featured in the book of Jonah? What large animal? And actually, you could have two different answers for that, and I'll give you credit. Number 4, what is the name of the city where Jonah preached? The name of the city. And if you misspell it, that's okay. It's between you and yourself. Now, this next one, I realized, I asked the questions of Clover, and I realized, I should have made this a little bit clearer. So I'm going to read this a little differently than what it's on the thing there. It says, what made Jonah sad at the very end of the book? The very end of the book. The very, very end of the book. Number 6. How did Jesus compare himself and Jonah? Number 6. Number 7 is like extra credit, okay? To where did Jonah try to flee in chapter 1? And you could spell it wrong, it's okay. All right, now we're going to, I heard my wife say something, so we're going to look at the answers real quick. So his profession, he was a prophet. I mean, that's all we know is that he was a prophet. Is he mentioned anywhere else in the Old Testament? Yes, he is, in 2 Kings 14. If you had actually turned the page, you would have seen that on your sheet. What large animal is featured in Jonah? I'm kind of curious what you're going to say, because there's two different answers I think you could say. A fish? Some people say a whale. Okay. But it says fish in the text. But some people think it could be a whale, given the anatomy. What's the name of the city that Jonah preached, where Jonah preached? Nineveh. There's actually a really nice place called Nineveh Bakery over on Broad Street, right? They have great bread and kebabs and things like that. What made Jonah sad at the very end of the book? The death of a plant. How did Jesus compare himself and Jonah? 3 days Jonah was in the fish, he would be 3 days in the tomb. And what is the extra point? To what city or to where did Jonah try to flee in chapter 1? Tarshish. So I want to talk a little bit about a symbol that we find in the Bible from time to time, as it may relate in this series as well. But the symbol of the dove. When you think of a dove in the Bible, there are certain things that